The Wow Light, Moments of Light, with Toro the Decoder. In the homeschooling of my son, he had chosen tennis to be his main fitness activity, and most of his study subjects I assisted him with while being in the road, visiting town, on the beach, and on the tennis court while playing. He was already an inside homeboy, and this way of homeschooling brought him outside. I had been in the tennis industry, had my own tennis schools, and had been part of a very special tennis method, or better said, method of hand-eye ball coordination. We played outside on the street, on the driveway, in squash courts and tennis courts. And although he was not a person that loves to actively move a lot, in no time, on a short distance, the ball stayed going back and forth as if there was no end to the rally. This developed itself over the weeks, months and years through an agreement we had made. He could be very rebelling and resisting to finish or just do what he needed to do, and the agreement was that we would not stop playing until the assignment was accomplished. This assignment could be something related to any subject, but with him especially doing something with his body in regards the learning of tennis. We could be at the court for over 4 hours, him being in his resisting mode, but at the same time the ball would continue to stay in a rally. And this he was not even aware of. We talked a lot about the fact of resisting that could one day change into persisting, and that life could become another adventure for him. Oftentimes he was frustrated and fighting, holding his breath, and still not doing what he needed to do, and to get through it, he accepted the idea of breathing out while hitting the ball. He also realized that by doing this that he could hit without any effort harder, and which made it more difficult for me, and a smile would come on his face. In our talks, we looked into fitness activities and where the inhaling takes place before the action and the exhaling during the action. That this was very natural or totally natural for children who could easily and endlessly go down into a squat position and up again. The same was it with any activity in which we need strength, and looking at most sports this was the same. But there was one difference, that one could exhale from the belly area or from the heart and lungs, and thus the chest area. With the exhaling from the belly area, it was mostly connected to frustration and anger, forcing and pushing, and the sound of the exhale was not pleasant to listen to. We looked at great champions, and most of them, what they did looked effortless, and they exhaled from the chest region. During this time, and I don't recall on which occasion, we came to the awareness that when you see something that you really like, you actually exhale with a wow sound. We took it to another level and realized that everything in life could be exhaled with a wow. And I wrote about it and posted it in my assisting others with their pain and dilemmas. Wow experiences. Start and expand your wow experience, and hopefully one day you will experience that everything is like a wow, a message, an invitation, a surprise, a revelation, a gift, a direction, a special experience, and a thank you. Most study, and especially subjects in regards learning how to live, I shared with my daughter 10 years before him, and does as well with him through stories. Stories I found on the net, but most of them I wrote myself. It became the way of the wow, and the planet of the wow, and hopefully me, myself, not forgetting to constantly see everything being a gift, and exhaling it with a wow. In regards tennis with my son, Each hit was exhaled with a wow.